Hi, this is Daniel Che, mile higher than the rest, with the best 303-41510, you know what it is. My topic for right now is how Cali, California, the Bay Area, LA influenced the world. I was born in Denver, Colorado, but my mother died in 1985. And my dad came back from California, spent a year in Denver, then we left, and my dad took me to California. I grew up in East Oakland. So a little Denver kid, that his mother passed away on the south side of Denver. I grew up on the east side of Denver after my mother died for about a year. But California influenced everything from the cars, the lowrider style. It's so crazy. Our Chicano style has influenced Japanese kids to pretend they're Chicanos. With the dress, the language, the culture, everything. The gangs, like the Bloods and the Crips, they influenced everywhere, every state. Even overseas. They copied, imitators. They copied our game, our slang, our mental, the way we wear our clothes, the way we dress. To us, it's just natural. That's the way we were raised. That's what we wear, Nowadays, kids pretend to be that. They pretend to be Crips or Bloods in other states and shit. And they're even worse than the real Crips and Bloods. Because they want to prove themselves. And they really got off on our style of music. The norteños and the sureños, motherfuckers copied their swag all across states, in different states. Now you got all these imitators and perpetrators, that are worse than the real thing. They got off on watching us kill each other. They got off on our music. They got off on the way we wore our khakis, the way we creased them down, the way we wore our Ben Davis in the Bay Area, the way they wore Dickies in LA, and in Colorado. It's just the influence of California on the rest of the world. Even look at New York. They got Bloods now. They're in total denial about how their blood gang started. But that came from California. We pretty much influenced that whole thing to go to the East Coast, to take over. It took over their gangs. And the biggest snitch, 6ix9ine. But it's crazy how California influenced the world. The swag, the style, the slang, the way we talk, the way we dress, the style of music we listen to. It's been totally copied and imitated. Now whole groups of kids, like in Japan, pretend to be Chicanos. You got little white kids in Ohio being Crips and Bloods. It's crazy how they've totally influenced the rest of the world with just a lifestyle and a culture, the way we grew up. It's crazy. I see it now, and I'm like, wow, because it's just it's crazy to see all these people pretending to be something that I grew up as. Why don't they just be themselves? Why can't they be themselves? It's crazy. Daniel Che, mile higher than the rest, with the best 303-41510. You know what it is. Look out for the Barajas Brothers TV and podcast. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Show some love. You know what it is. Daniel Che, mile higher than the rest. 303-415.510. Yee.